Proving God exists using math. Before we can debate who God is or whether he exists, we have to define what the concept of God is. God is an omniscient, omnipresent, omnipotent being. Omniscient means infinitely intelligent or infinite knowledge. This is easy to prove with math. Pi is a real number, yet it has more digits than there are atoms in the universe. The Mandelbrot set is an incredibly beautiful fractal that no matter how long you keep exploring, you will keep finding new patterns that aren't contained in the physical world. Numbers are just information. The entirety of every single possible universe is contained in the infinite numbers of math. All this is not created by humans, but instead discovered, proving that it is outside of us. Next, we will prove omniscience. Omniscience simply means existing outside of space-time. The idea of 3 space dimensions and 1 time dimension is kind of weird. We're only used to it because we live in it. There's no external reason for the universe to be made up of 3 space dimensions and 1 time dimension. We can prove that math is outside of space-time as it works just fine calculating 4th or 5th dimensional objects or also 2-dimensional objects. In fact, the idea of having to have a coordinate for space and time is almost weirder than just not having to exist in space-time at all. We're just used to existing inside of it. Next, we will prove omnipotence. I don't find all-powerful the best description. I think saying that their power is not limited by anything is actually way more accurate. Saying that omnipotence means that they can do anything does work as a definition as long as you remember that logical contradictions are not things. Proving omnipotence isn't too hard with math. One, since math includes every single combination of information, it would include any action you would want to take. But also, the idea of our power being limited by the strength of our muscles or the compute of our brains is kind of a weird concept. There's no reason an omniscient or omnipresent being wouldn't be able to do anything. To prove what we have proven so far is a being is the hardest part. One way is that since infinite intelligence would include every single personality, they're bound to have one or to pick one. The other way to look at it is with AI. As we add more and more compute, they seem more intelligent/conscious. So given that data, infinite intelligence would be bound to develop a personality. Now we've proven that an omnipotent, omnipresent, omniscient being exists. Next, we'll prove who God is.